Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian and book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. Today I get to share with you this book called Nick and Nack Puzzle Reader Collection by Highlights. It is 6 books in one, all about Nick and Nack. Nick and Nack are friends. They love to find things and build things, and they are really good at working together. Inevitably, in every book, they end up finding themselves with something that they don't need anymore for its first purpose, and they figure out a second way to use it. So whether it's popsicle sticks that they make into a birdhouse, or a sock and a mitten that they turn into puppets, there's always something that they can make with the objects that they find around them. And as they do that, then they find that there is maybe more to the story that they can elaborate on after the story ends. This fun collection of books is a level 1 reader, so it is a little bit more complex than the beginner readers, but it is still designed well for those newer readers to gain more reading confidence. There's a lot of repetition and pattern building in the sentence structure in the story, but the sentences are slightly longer, there's slightly more difficult vocabulary, and the stories themselves are a little bit longer and more complex. Also, because it is a puzzle builder, the pages, many of them, have things that you can find on the pages, and they're not as clear as you might expect, so you have some images that are hidden inside of the illustrations, and you must really focus in order to find them all. At the end of each book, you have instructions for building the things that Nick and Nack have built throughout the story, so readers can extend their learning beyond the book itself. Because there are 6 in this story, you have opportunity for readers to build their confidence from one story to the next, and because there is repetition even from one story to the next as far as their design, you have a lot of opportunity to build that confidence as you go, and you don't have to look for the next book. It's just right there waiting for you. So this collection is built on sturdy hardcover. It has really lovely illustrations in it. Nick and Nack are fun, cartoon-like characters, not a huge amount of text on each page, but enough to give a little bit of a challenge to those readers who are gaining their reading confidence. And you have that STEM component of building something out of something else and designing something even when it doesn't work well the first time. So while this book has a lot to offer newer readers, it also has a lot to expand upon for further learning beyond the book itself. If this sounds like a great fit for you or for someone you know, I hope you look for it wherever you get your books.